Hi, welcome to Ages with Adrienne. I'm Adrienne Caparuso. Today we're going to talk about some mobility with your ankles and some strengthening of your calves so that your gait is good when you walk and you're stable and secure. So one of the things that I focus on with my clients is making sure that they have good ankle mobility. When you're walking, that ankle gets a lot of pressure and needs to be mobile. So, you can do turns and twists with your ankles, but we want really the muscles of the calf and the feet to support that joint. So we're going to build the muscles that surround the joints to keep them strong, to help support if there's arthritis. It's really important that we build those muscles. So we're going to do calf raises today. So how do we do that? The first way is we keep our toes pointed forward, and you can do this in shoes or not in shoes. If you do it without shoes, you have the ability. I always think it's a little bit better because you're activating muscles, ligaments, and some tendons, and even the bones a little bit differently than when you're wearing shoes. Shoes can provide us support, especially if you have plantar fasciitis or something like that and you need shoes. Very different situation. But if you tend to have healthy feet, and you don't have a lot of pain, it's a good way to wake up some of the muscles that start to lie a little bit dormant when they're wearing shoes all the time. So you come up on your toe, the balls of your feet, really, not your toes. You come up on the balls of your feet, and you should feel those calf muscles start to activate. And if you do that long enough, you should definitely start to feel some fatigue after a while. Now, I can do it without holding onto a chair. You may not be able to. You might need to have a chair next to you. Just because you have a chair next to you doesn't mean that you're leaning on that chair for life support, right? It's just a simple support so that you feel more stable and aren't afraid to fall. Because I think it can be a mental thing sometimes. So you're going to go up and down, feet are straight ahead. The next way is you're going to turn your toes out. Still might need the chair, maybe even more so now if you're holding onto it. And you're going to go up and down. And that's working the inside of the calf muscle. And then the third way is to point your toes in, pigeon-toed a little bit. And this is going to work the outside. Again, you might need the chair for more support with this angle of your toes, but you're going to go up and down. And even for me, it's a little awkward. So if it feels awkward, that's okay, but it's working the outside here. And we want to hit all three toe positions to make sure we get the well-roundedness of the calf, but also it's going to work around your ankle as well. It's going to give you, see, I lost balance there. So you might want to have something that maybe even a countertop would be better because it's more sturdy, but you're going to go up and down. And you can do it as many times as you want till you feel the calves start to fatigue a little bit. So pay attention to how your ankles are working. Pay attention to how high you can go. Another thing you can do if you want to make it more challenging is you can do it off of, like on a step. If you're on a step, you can lower the heels down and push back up. That requires a little bit more balance, but it's something that you can consider doing. So again, as I stated at the beginning, this is really good for your mobility and your ankles, and which will support your gait as you're walking. So these calf exercises you can do, again, anywhere. You can do these at the kitchen counter while you're making dinner. You can do these while you're brushing your teeth. You can do these anywhere. And it just helps to strengthen and support. Okay? So if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments below. And I look forward to making the next video for you with some information to help you as you become more mature.